gathered together from the cosmic reaches of the internet. Here in the basement of the Great Hall of Justice are the most powerful forces for good podcasting ever assembled. This is the DC Superpowers Podcast.
Hey Super Friends, welcome to the DC Superpowers Podcast YouTube channel. Now this is the first video we've made directly for YouTube.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure how this is going to go because we've never really tried to do something that's only video.
For YouTube. We're usually just on the podcast and on Facebook Live.
That's right. But and then later on in the video we'll actually tell you how to find us on all those places.
Oh, of course,
but
of course.
We need to tell you about Akron Comic Con. Now, we will be at Akron Comic Con November 4th and 5th at the John S. Knight Center in downtown Akron, Ohio. Now, I know that's at the end of this week as it's coming, but check this out. There's some great guests and events and things happening at the Comic Con this year.
We got a lot of names coming there, a lot of big names.
Well, the list of guests. Now you can stop me as you notice things. We have Tom DeFalco, who actually was the editor-in-chief of Marvel Comics from the mid-'80s till about the mid-'90s.
Yeah, I was going to say, he also worked on a lot of Archie comic books. He worked with Scooby-Doo, Josie and the Pussycats, too.
Okay. We get Ron Frenz, which I know you were kind of excited about that one.
Yeah, that's the one I'm really excited for. Also, he was around the time with Marvel comic books when or not just Marvel comic books in general, but just characters that didn't look like they did in the original ones.
Okay.
Spider-Man, he worked with him when he was in his black costume. Thor, when he took on a new identity. Superman, when they started changing his costume. So he was in there when they were having a little bit of change, but still making that character relevant.
Okay. Well, we have Jack C. Harris, Tony Isabella, who's actually the creator of Black Lightning.
Yes, and that's going to be the big thing
that
they're targeting for.
We're going to talk that in just a minute.
Okay.
We're going to talk about some Black Lightning. We get Trevor Von Eaton's going to be there, Mike W. Barr, Eddie Newell, P. Craig Russell, Chris Sprouse, sorry. And Chris Sprouse actually was the creator of Tom Strong, which is coming back to DC Comics very soon.
Very, very soon. We've had an article about that actually on our podcast.
We get John Totalman, Dave Akins, Aaron Archer. The list goes on and on and on. Was there any other names in here that you pulled out?
No, I would think wait a minute. No, there wasn't, because one of the names, they look familiar, but I was thinking somebody different.
Okay.
So we named.
Well,
we got so many names here, though. They're all good. Just certain ones pop out a little bit more, and we're going to have to do a little bit more research before we get there. We want to know exactly and prepare for you guys.
In the coming weeks, you guys are going to see, hopefully, some interviews with some of these guests that are at Akron Comic Con, because we're going to be on the floor interviewing the artists and writers that are making the books that we've been reading for years, and putting those exclusively up on the YouTube channel.
Now, we won't just be getting to know them better. You guys will be getting to know them better.
Well, some of these panels we may also try to get some audio from, especially now on Saturday, there are 4 panels before the big one.
Yeah.
And we have at 11 a.m. if you're coming to Akron Comic Con, you get how do you cosplay with Benjamin Hammer. Now, this is actually about different ways of cosplaying. Should you buy your costume? Should you make it totally handmade? What's the pros and cons of this?
Yeah.
Exactly. The next one is the big one that they're focusing the show on.
Yes.
This is Black Lightning helping save the world for 40 years. This is actually a panel featuring Tony Isabella, who's the original creator of Black Lightning, Trevor Von Eaton, Jack C. Harris, and Eddie Newell, which are 2 of the artists from the original run of Black Lightning, and the editor from that run. And it says, join Black Lightning creator Tony Isabella as he presents a retrospective panel with the artist and editor of DC Comics' first black superhero.
And also, because we're in the Ohio area, in the new comic book, he is going to be in Cleveland, Ohio.
Exactly.
Cleveland, Ohio.
And Tony Isabella is writing the new Black Lightning series that came out November 1st. Then after that, we're actually getting Right or Wrong, creating comics by the numbers with Dark Manning. You get Tom DeFalco, Ron Frenz, and friends talking. It's their Marvel Comics panel. And this will comic pros save their best stories for each other as they sit around a bar or restaurant. The Plain Dealer reporter Mike Sangiacomo makes a living by getting people to talk. And that's what he'll do with DeFalco, Frenz, Mike Gustovich, P. Craig Russell, John Totalman, and Jack C. Harris. This is a panel where you will hear the inside stuff the pros usually don't talk about. And then after that, the last panel on the stage is us.
Yes.
The DC Superpowers Podcast live.
Yep.
On stage from 3 till 5, recording next week's episode.
I'm saying they gave us our whole runtime.
I know. And we're hoping we'll be able to get this wrapped up in time to actually have a Q&A session afterwards.
Yes.
If you have any questions about either DC Superpowers podcast, maybe what DC Comics is doing right now, even if you just want to know about podcasting in general.
Yeah.
I'm on 3 shows right now. You're on 1, plus you've helped us with the other shows. So we can help out with anything you need.
And if you guys want to just have a fun Q&A with us, we won't even have to get too in-depth. We can just have fun.
Exactly. We always have fun. Anybody who's heard our show knows that we have fun with this. Now, on Sunday, or right after that, actually, is the 2017 costume contest being run by Rubber City Cosplay. So it is a judged event. You got to register at the Rubber City Cosplay booth anytime, all day Saturday. The judging will actually start at 5 o'clock in the events area on the stage where we were at. So that's right after our show. Now, on Sunday, we have we're starting off 11 a.m. with Introduction to Basic Voice Acting with voice actor Frank James Bailey. Craig P. Russell, The Art of Graphic Storytelling at noon. Comic Book Nostalgia, Reflections on Our Collections by Ed Gosney II at 1 o'clock. And actually, he's done that panel at Oddmall before. I've not got a chance to see it, but I'm hoping this time I'll be able to get here in enough time to see it.
First for both of us.
Yeah. Then we have Brave and the Bold, the Trevor Von Eaton and Mike W. Barr panel discussion. And they will be talking, it says moderator Dave Ehace, or joined moderator Dave Ehace for an hour of questions and answers and conversation when Akron Comic Con welcomes Inkpot award-winning artist Trevor Von Eaton from Green Arrow, Black Lightning, and Batman.
Another Black Lightning.
And writer Michael W. Barr, who's written for Maze Agency, Katana, and Batman Son of the Demon. As we discuss the creative process, the collaborative process, and a passion for storytelling from 2 fan favorites of the Bronze Age and beyond. So,
I was just going to say at the very end here that once again, they say the Rubber City Cosplay.
Yeah.
Every year I go there, they have the best cosplays that I know of.
Yeah, well, they've worked with Oddmall a couple times that that we work with. They were for a little bit working, and yeah, their costumes are spot
Amazing.
on.
They are. They're great. Every time I'm there, I have to take pictures with them. Every time I leave, my phone's filled up full of pictures.
Exactly. So that's Akron Comic Con. It's, like I said, November 4th and 5th. From Saturday, it's from 10 a.m. till 6 p.m. Sunday from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. Now, if you make it to Akron Comic Con and you find Vernon or myself, we have brand new stickers.
Yes.
You can get one of these beautiful vinyl stickers you can see on the back of Vernon's laptop there. Come get a sticker from us. If you don't get a chance to get a sticker from us at the show, email us with your name and your address, and we may have a couple extra. We can send out one to you. So, Vernon, as we wrap up the video, why don't you let them know how can they find the DC Superpowers podcast?
Guys, you can find us on our website, DC Superpowers Podcast. You can find us.
Nope. The website doesn't have podcasts on it. The website is www.dcsuperpowers.com.
We just got up, guys. It's a little new. We're still getting used to it. But for our social media, you can find us anywhere from Twitter to Instagram. Twitter, we are Superpowers DC. On Instagram, we are DC Superpowers Podcast. And Facebook, we are DC Superpowers Podcast.
Okay. You can also you can find the podcast anywhere podcasts are found. On iTunes,
Stitcher,
the Satchel Player, the Google Play,
iTunes.
Anything that has podcasts on it, you can find us. Just look for the DC Superpowers podcast. So, Vernon, we'll see you at the show.
Yes, of course.
And Super Friends, we'll see you at Akron Comic Con.
See our lovely faces.